looks like we're okay for now. Okay. Now, one thing that I am going to go ahead and do, we're more than likely going to start with Far Far West, and then we're probably going to work our way into LOLCOWS. But until then, we're just going to go ahead and keep going with Far Far West, unless I see something interesting on Twitter. As of right now, it seems like the whole entire quartering situation is not dying down necessarily, but it definitely seems like it's kind of stagnated. There isn't any new information, and it seems like Jeremy might actually be, um, he might actually be avoiding doing anything publicly online. So I'm not exactly shocked by that at all. I'm not shocked at it by it at all. Let me go to YouTube. Got to make some changes to the title. Well, more like not necessarily the title, but tags. YouTube. Let's see here. Just go to my channel, view your channel. I know it says intermission. Let's see here. What I'm probably going to go ahead and do, I don't want the sound on. Bye. I'm going to remove that actually. Remove. Yes. Okay. It's gone now. Alright. No, it is not made for kids because... See, here's the thing I don't get with YouTube. Like, when you say no, it's not made for kids, I'm assuming, like, anything in relation to cuss words, even, like, mild, like, cuss words, could get you in trouble. Which is why I'm like having a hard time figuring out if I should set it for yes, it's made for kids, or no, it's made for kids. Or, no, don't restrict my video to viewers over 18, or yes, restrict my video to viewers over 18. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to actually set that. No, there's no altered content in it. Lolcows. Lolcow. Far, far. Far, far west. Sure. Quartering. It is far, far west. And speaking of which, it is absolutely insane that Far Far West is actually doing as good as it is right now. It genuinely is insane. I didn't think it'd be doing that good. I did not think it'd be doing that good at all. Alright, so... main capture. One other thing I gotta do, and I fucking hate the fact that it's not working right. Chat, browser, Ko-Fi notifications. It's supposed to have a sound, is it not? That's the thing that's kind of getting me. It's not making a sound, unless I'm just stupid and I don't know how it actually is supposed to work. I set it up on Ko-Fi, everything should be good. Whatever. We'll worry about that later. But then again, I also don't have multiple screens, so that might be the reason why, because it's constantly minimized. But whatever. Uh, yeah, are we? Are we? Yeah, we're on the main screen. Okay, good. Anything of interest here? Reply. This post drew heavy backlash from creators over it. Okay, yeah, sure. Ugh. Ugh. Excuse me. Make sure the game is actually on the right graphic settings, because again, this game occasionally forgets my graphic settings. Yeah, I kind of just wait for people to show up mid game. Like I really feel like waiting for people to show up in the town, so I just go ahead and start the game. Fuck around with the audio. Yeah. Because I think the mistake I made last night or yesterday was use the bathroom. I'll be back. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Um. Oh, it's the way it is. I got it. Which one? Yes. When is he coming back? Are you gonna have him come here, or are we going over there? Okay. Yeah, people can hear me. Alright. Actually, how long have I been live? I've barely been on for an hour. Okay. Well, what we could probably do is a little bit of this. Yeah. Justin, major U.S. study finds marijuana use is damaging brain development in teenagers. Well, I'm not exactly shocked if you're smoking the thing. Looks like the core thing is having a little trouble in the Rumble Paradise, and it works. Blah blah blah. I wonder why the Rumble pillar has fallen. I'm sure it has. It is just an oversight. Okay, I'm curious now. What's going on? Hmm. Huh. Interesting. Probably because he's not Rumble's poster child anymore. That's probably why. He's not Rumble's poster child anymore, and he's not pulling in the numbers like he used to. Because yeah, everything that's in this picture minus that is over here. So it's not like he like changed anything or reorganized. It's literally just not here. Now, admittedly, that right there could be it, but then again, with it actually still not standing up is still an indication that something happened. He's probably not their poster child anymore, and he's not pulling in the numbers. That's what's probably happening. He's not pulling in the numbers. He's not pulling in the numbers like he used to. Is the time okay? I don't care. Only goes. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. I'm kind of glad X does that because then I don't have to worry about seeing something that could get me demonetized or anything like that on YouTube or get my account banned. Okay, so we're essentially looking through his account now. Honestly, there's nothing all that interesting on this Twitter account. There's very little on this Twitter account that's actually worth looking at. The only time we're able to see any of the stuff, any of the crappy things that Jeremy does, is when people actually analyze his stuff. And so far, I feel like his Twitter's sanitized. Like he sanitized his Twitter because he knows for a fact that if he doesn't, he's gonna have a ton of people looking at it. I'm also curious if April 30th. When was the last time he tweeted? Give me a second. I gotta figure this out. I'm gonna go ahead and see this because. Okay, go away. Because of Twitter, I'm wondering if banning some or blocking somebody on Twitter actually results in you not seeing any new tweets. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that's not the case, but we're gonna see. No, he just hasn't been tweeting all that much. Last time he tweeted was May 1st. It literally looks like he is not tweeting all that much. Is he actually on that quote unquote excuse me, that quote unquote detox? I have no idea. He's still uploading stuff. But then again, that could also just be him uploading content that he had in the back burner. I don't know. But him blocking me on a Saturday was an indication that potentially he wasn't on that detox and he was still paying attention to what was happening on Twitter. I'm sure he still is. I'm sure he is. But this is a very interesting thing here. What's happening here is very interesting to me. This is something that I think it could be nothing, but you don't knock this over, and I'm pretty sure this is it over here. You don't knock this over unless something happened. He's still on Rumble. His whatchamacallit, his account still has Rumble in the thing here, so I mean that could just mean that he's live on Rumble or his content's on Rumble. But him having that knocked over could indicate that maybe that partnership has kind of disappeared. Because like I said, he's no longer the poster child for Rumble. It's still there. It's right there, but it's knocked over. So he's probably not the poster child anymore. He's probably not making the money for them anymore. He's likely not making the money for him anymore. this. Announcement of the girls only Valorant 5v5 tournament has caused some backlash. The event offers 5,000 VP prizes per team and is only open to biological female players. People are upset about two things. First, the poster was made with AI. Well, that's not shocking. Many say the organizers should have hired real artists from the big Valorant art community instead. Second, the rule that keeps out trans women. This was led to claims of transphobia and calls to boycott the event. Admittedly, there's mentally there. I can see it in actual like sports, but in esports, I don't. I don't really have an issue with it. I don't really care. What's going on here? What is going on? What is this? Old world technology. Where did these inventors go? Are we sure this isn't AI though? Are we sure it's not AI? Something tells me this is AI. This I know I think was real. Yeah, I'm getting caught up in like this crap here. I don't think some of this is real, some of it isn't. Some of it's AI, some of it's based in like reality, and some of it's like stuff that I don't think ever existed. Well, okay. I'm actually kind of shocked. The entire quartering situation seems to have died down. That's the problem though, because once that stuff dies down, Jeremy will view it as like, oh, it's all clear, and then come back. And I think the only reason why it's died down is because Jeremy has also made a point to do this internet quote unquote detox, aka, conveniently forget about the yellow flash debate, say that I need sleep, blah blah blah, say it's a medical reason, and then not show up, and then go ahead, do the detox, and by not being on Twitter, it allows him to kind of wait until things die down, and then when he comes back Monday, nobody's going to be talking about him. But that's not exactly how things are going to work. That's not how it's going to work, though. Absolutely not how it's going to work. Because the minute he comes back and starts tweeting again, it's still not going to look good for him. Now, let's be honest. A lot of the people who had their stuff struck down, or at least some of the people, so far, Kino Casino and yeah, Kino Casino hasn't gotten their stuff back on YouTube yet. But from what I understand, people have been getting their stuff reinstated. So hopefully Kino Casino can come back. I hope they can come back. It's ridiculous that they can't. And the quartering also committing extortion and lying about stuff being in ban evasion, stuff being against TOS. It's stupid, and it just shows how stupid he is. He doesn't do his own research. He quite literally just reads information off an article, and then on top of that, I'm pretty damn sure he only used AI to figure out if Kino Casino was ban evading, when in reality they weren't. Andy Worski's channel has long since been unbanned before it got banned again by the quartering, but it was unbanned. It was unbanned, and he was not ban evading. And here's the thing: in this particular situation, it was the Keemstar special. Somebody else was using the was in control of that channel, so it was not Andy Worski at all. It was somebody else with a completely different email. So the Keemstar special rules apply to that, but the quartering still had it banned. you know. And if I'm correct, Keemstar is still technically banned, but he's running like so many different shows on YouTube. He hasn't been banned once. Um, so and I'm pretty sure he's still running the Keemstar special on almost every single YouTube channel that he runs on YouTube. So, but yeah, the quartering, he's I think he's running. Like I'm seeing a lot of YouTube videos of him just saying that he's running, and honestly, it makes sense because if you're if you don't want to deal with the problem like he's doing right now, yeah, you're running. You're clearly running. You didn't show up for the Yellow Flash debate at all. You conveniently forgot about it. And I obviously know what the quartering is doing. He's trying to starve people of content because he knows people are making content on him. But there's like all these little things, right? These very small things that, you know, people catch. Like the Rumble thing not being there anymore. The Rumble pillar thing not being on his desk anymore or his shelf anymore. It's those tiny things. Okay, what's this? Then how come every time I see Jeremy Prime stream, he is like 3,000 people watching him and going wild in his chat? You want to know something funny though? That is true because Jeremy doesn't have that many viewers in his live streams. He really doesn't. He doesn't have that many viewers in his live streams at all. And realistically, Rumble isn't exactly a platform people want to run to. Like like Nicholas Diario always says this. Like if you go to Rumble, you're just not making money there. And the only reason why I think the Quartering was able to make money but isn't anymore is because they signed him on to a deal. That deal likely ended and he didn't get renewed. So even though he's still on Rumble, right now the only reason why he's kind of like doing more stuff on Rumble, I think, uh, or especially the podcast, is because he's hiding out on Rumble. That's what he's doing. He's hiding out on there. He's not coming. He still uploads stuff to YouTube. He still does, but yeah. Let's listen.
Entire political talking head space on the right are down and down bigly. Okay, including my channel, right? Like, and I'm not even a hard right winger. You know what I mean? It's just that.
But I thought he was. Here's the thing. I thought he was. Am I still coming through? Yeah, I'm still coming through. I thought he was though. I'm pretty sure he was. Like I'm confused now. I don't understand this guy. I actually don't understand him. Like was he or was he not? I don't know.
People who were, Trump adjacent or, you maybe not Kamala fans, a lot of the viewers feel like they won, so they're not tuned in.
It's funny though. He says he's not hard to write, but he has like books dedicated to like Donald Trump. Which, at the end of the day, I can already tell you that the only reason why he made that stuff is because to grift to the pro Donald Trump, people. He wanted those type of viewers in his chat, in his live streams, and he was catering to them by making pro Donald Trump literally everything. And now it's like that's kind of falling apart because I think the general view of Donald Trump isn't that great anymore. So he's probably not selling that anymore. So he doesn't have that group, or maybe he still has that group in there. It's just he's not selling it anymore. But keep in mind, I don't believe Jeremy's doing anything for the betterment of really anyone. He's just doing it for the betterment of himself. So what's happening here is he's just doing this for the dollar. 100% for the dollar. He's not doing this for anyone else but himself. And he knows people are going to watch his content. There are some people who will still religiously watch his content, and he's trying to like keep a grasp on the people that he still has that watch him. Which, by the way, most of the people that do watch him are nutcases. Let's actually go ahead and see those nutcases. They're actually all under here. This is the same one that I commented on. So he essentially says, I want to thank God for giving me strength these past 2 weeks, and I want to thank Melanie Mack and Charlie Kirk, even though Charlie Kirk is dead, for inspiring me to find him again. I also want to thank all my viewers for being so amazing and kind. I'm so blessed, and I don't say it enough. The problem is, though, I'm pretty damn sure everyone who uses Charlie Kirk right now is just using it for attention and clicks. They're not using it to actually, like, thank him for anything but views and clicks and the dollar sign. I'll be praying for you, man, even though I don't really know you. If you're serious, ignore the accusers and slandering, even though no one's slandering him at all, and people are literally pointing out the fact that he went to Josh Moon. Josh Moon had all the messages. He sent it to PPP. PPP exposed it in public. And in those messages, he pretty much says he's going to quote-unquote flex his connections at YouTube and have their content taken down. It's not accusations or slander when the person that you follow, sir, committed extortion. Granted, it's a little bit hairier because it's on the freaking internet, and he's using his wife as a shield to prevent any type of legal action being taken against him for extortion. He's using his wife to make it look like a legitimate violation had been committed by Kino Casino. That's what he's using his wife for. The pearl clutching about old clips is ridiculous, as are the people who question the validity of someone's faith. Dude, this guy's hardly a freaking... He's a hypocrite. Melanie Mack is a hypocrite. They're both hypocrites. They're both hypocrites. She does the complete and total opposite of what her book says about what the Bible says. This guy is an alcoholic adult. I wouldn't say adulterer, but yeah, pretty much borderline adulterer. Like, she's the complete and total opposite of what she preaches, and he's like the person that employs her, and they're both literally hypocritical. Brother, you are one of the only good ones left in the political YouTube influencer sphere. I doubt that. I really doubt that. I'm pretty sure some of these are bot accounts or just people with brain rot. You are the most phoniest fucks out there. Hey man, how are these working? I'm actually going to repost that. He'll see that too. He'll see I still reposted something. Okay, the reaction of the haters. The reaction of the haters. Again, these people are so stupid. I'm glad I posted this, by the way. This you, bro, used to like your content, but the way I've seen you done dirty because you've gotten emotional makes you look really bad. Hope you cut the shit. Yeah, hopefully. He probably won't, though. This is the same guy who would happily grift to people and, like, turn all the freaking cookbooks, which are, by the way, dog shit, and make them Trump themed just to bring in the Trump crowd. Like, this is like a pyramid scheme scam artist type shit, where he made just a bunch of cookbooks that he probably found recipes on the internet from. He probably found the recipes on the internet, put them in the cookbook, made them Trump themed, and then went ahead and just sold it because the book is Trump themed and everyone will just buy it. All the people who are for Trump will just buy it. That's literally what Jeremy did with those books. Lord gave me strength to strike down channels Yeah, pretty much. He'll see I reposted that too. That's good, man. Just stop being horrible to folks who just wanted to be your friend. Interesting. Something tells me that this is intentionally antagonistic. Like it's meant to be like um I forget the name of it, but he's essentially just he's poking the bear with this post here. Melanie Mac did the same for me, man. I may not agree with her on everything, but she's strong in her faith, and if either rubs off on you or pushes you away, it's great. And thus, blah 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 blah. Thank you God for we are not. This is absolutely insane how these frickin' people are. A lot of them are just like lunatics and fanatics and zealots. I'm not even joking. And they're all following a guy who probably would be happy to just milk their wallets. It's actually funny. It's funny. Same with Melanie Mac. She would be happy to milk people's wallets of every single dollar. Like the quartering is the same person, like I said, who made a bunch of Trump cookbooks. Some of the recipes are probably from the internet. Shoved them all in a book, made the cover Trump themed, and then sold it to everybody who was pro Trump. Like I'm being 100% serious. Like I have no doubt that's what he did. You can make anything like any theme, any cookbook, any theme, and you can just like make up some crap on the spot, or just find something on the internet, or some really common recipe, throw it in the book, and then just make it like a themed book, themed cookbook. They exist everywhere. They're like a dime a dozen. It's ridiculous. Why buy a cookbook when you can easily just go ahead and go on the internet and find this stuff? It's stupid, and they all have like Trump names and everything. And then when you look at the ingredients list, it's like a whole bunch of like regular ass stuff that you can just find on the internet, just like your typical everyday freaking recipe. Like he had like a Trump cocktail recipe book. Like Jesus Christ, dude. Love your work, Jeremy. Keep your head up and remember, never feed the trolls. Oh, he's been feeding them a lot. He's been feeding them a lot. Because he invoked the Streisand effect, and now it's like totally coming back on him. He invoked the Streisand effect. Now he's done. He's done. Dude, stop simping for Mac. We all know you were trying to get her alone during the last convention you guys were at. I don't know. I didn't watch any of the stuff about Amfest. I got like some stuff from it from Kino Casino. Um, and as funny as Kino Casino is, I also, if I'm looking for like any like genuine information, like information that is, I guess, more trustworthy. And again, I think Kino Casino is funny, but if I'm looking for like really trustworthy information, I'm going to like Nicholas Diorio or something. Melanie Mac, the quartering, you guys are actually cowards. Everyone now sees what you are. Your careers are over. Yes, I will repost that. I'm happy to hear that you're seeking a relationship with God. Jesus is the way. I'm pretty damn sure, dude, that if he were religious, he would definitely not be doing what he's doing right now. And he wouldn't have been caught drinking a fireball shooter on the live stream. Just saying. This must be difficult to get through. You should just step away for some of that break and reconnect with your family. Take a real vacation and come back and figure out what you should do. You can just say that you've been under too much strain and need to hit pause. Most people, okay. Most people will stop messing with you during the interim. Talk to talk talk to Bering before, and he can talk to people behind the scenes to call off the dogs. Ensure that you'll call off the dogs too. Okay, who is this guy? And then Twitter backing it out, blah blah blah. Okay, whatever. Something tells me though, like the fact that I came in here and said this, and I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm just saying he's not safe within his like blue check mark bubble. There are people with blue check marks who will come in here and like ram a redwood up his ass. So, or you go to the online church and Melanie isn't a real Christian, or else she wouldn't show off skin and be covered in tats and grifting online. Well, they're both grifters. You are not Christian, but I'll give you some advice. Save as much money as you can because your career will be over soon, Jared. The rot already, Jared. The rot already. This is just gas on the front. Okay. Spelling, grammar. Fake ass Christian, fake ass coffee company, fake ass grifter. Your videos are half with garbage. Something tells me he didn't ban. He's probably going on a banning spree. He's going on a hiding and banning spree, and he'll literally block any of the people who have blue check marks because he knows if it's a blue check mark, it's gonna be viewed as like lending more credence to their name, even though I'm a nobody. And again, not tooting my own horn, but I'm 100% certain that if more blue check marks start showing up, calling him out under in his mentions, he's gonna block them too. I'm pretty sure he's probably blocked Nicholas Diorio already, even though I don't think Nicholas Diorio is blue check mark on X. I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't. I don't blame him, but um, he may already have a big enough um, follower base to actually just not need it. Okay, let's go. Yep, it's still there. That's the funny thing. It's still there. The info on the quartering is still there. I think the funniest consequence aftermath of Jerry Bear going on his flagging spree is that the amplified coverage. Yeah, no, it's amplified 100%. It's 100% amplified. He is the Streisand effect is hitting him hard. He can keep pretending that he didn't flag anybody, but he did. He can keep muddying the waters, but it's not going to help. At the end of the day, people know who did the flagging. It's the same thing with Monday Matt. Everyone knew he did the flagging. Though there was no hard evidence right in front of everyone's face, people knew he did the flagging when he was flagging people back in, what, 2018? People's content started going down because Monday Matt didn't like what people had to say about him. This is the same situation here. Okay. It would be funny if it happened on May 4th. Oh no, the quartering now has my full attention. Okay, yeah, we've already read that. Let's go. Jared flew too close to the sun, and now that $10,000 a month mortgage is gonna drown him in debt. Jesus, I'm stupid. My life got exponentially better once I unfollowed the quartering a couple of years ago. Yeah. If Jeremy actually wants this to end, he should probably just take accountability and show the flagging history, not just show it. Or this is what people suspect what happened. He had created essentially a mock YouTube channel, a YouTube channel that was just a throwaway. Named it Unsleeved Media. Went into the flag section, the report history, and showed with this new channel that he made. He made it look like the Unsleeved Media channel. Um, and what had happened was his real Unsleeved Media slash real channels have the report history on it, but with the Unsleeved Media one, the fake one, it didn't have anything. So that's the one that he showed. That, or he just used the Unsleeved Media one because he doesn't do reporting on that channel. He won't show all of his channels in the report history on all the channels, but he only showed the Unsleeved Media one. That's a little suspect, don't you think? I think that's a little suspect. It's very suspect. It's very suspect. It's very suspect. And I think it's absolutely insane that there are people out there who still defend him like he did nothing wrong. And it's like people don't see the problem. There is a problem there. It exists. Like, it did happen. The only reason why people want to believe he did nothing wrong was because he was... They're so engrossed in his content, or they have a parasocial relationship with him, that they actually are essentially brainwashed by him into thinking that, you know, he cares about them and everything. Like, this is what usually happens with most content creators, because once you start forming parasocial relationships with just randoms on the internet, right, they'll come to bat for you regardless of what the facts say, or regardless of what the research shows. They'll come to bat for you regardless. And that's what's essentially happening with the Quartering. He has a bunch of parasocial relationships. All these people are coming to bat for him, even though they probably didn't pay any attention to the actual stuff that's actually popped up. And if they did, they just chose to believe that it was fake because their favorite content creator said it was, and then they're just propping him up, even though there isn't a whole lot of people propping him up. Like, I think his viewer base on some of his Rumble live streams was like 300. I don't know what his live streams were like on YouTube. Something tells me he's probably not going to be doing a lot of YouTube live streams because of most of the people who he essentially took down, flagged, are on YouTube, and a lot of people will pop up in his chat bringing it up and freaking clowning on him. So I don't think he's going to be doing any live streams anytime soon on YouTube. He's going to run and hide out on Rumble for a while. He's just going to continue doing that. Going to continue hiding out on Rumble and pretending like he did nothing wrong. And again, that connection that he has at YouTube, I hope to God they understand what they had done, because it looks like a lot of people's content is coming back. Kingdom Casino's content hasn't come back yet. Hopefully that comes back. But this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Quartering during his internet detox uploads a video to his alternate channel complaining about YouTube. He claims the space isn't fun anymore and no one watches him because Trump won. No, I don't think he won. I'm pretty sure he's being heavily criticized right now for being like the worst president in the United States. Like, I don't think he's really helped or improved anything in any way, shape, or form since he took his second term. His first term, yeah, maybe. Second term, no. I don't see it. And on top of this guy, he's saying it's not fun anymore. Dude, it's not fun anymore because you got caught flagging people, and people are now just getting tired of your crap. But you have people like Camelot, Yellow Flash, Stuttering Craig, who talk about the same stuff you talk about, but they get more views in both live streams and regular videos. But you're saying it's not fun. You're not getting any views. No, dude, you're just boring. You're a boring creator. You have no charisma. You're a slow speaker. You're very monotone. You have absolutely no like presence on a camera. No presence. Absolutely no presence. It doesn't exist. You're not an interesting person to watch on YouTube. And the few people who do still watch you are just watching you probably more than likely because they have a parasocial relationship with you. And that's actually not just the Jeremy thing. That's a thing that almost every content creator has to realize is that if you have a parasocial relationship with your audience, that's in many ways it could be a benefit to your YouTube channel, but it could also be a detriment because you have a bunch of crazy people who are going to follow you and agree with you and be yes men for you, blah blah blah. And a lot of YouTube creators and streamers, yeah, and the whole nine, they probably know that it's a thing. They just don't really care because they're making the money from it because they have a bunch of nutcases in their viewer base who will say yes to everything that they do. Inconspicuous man, you should try detoxing from quarter pounder, or is the revenue too good? Please don't say it's a virtue. The joke is pretending you didn't really know he was a dog and had no issue. He was a load. What changed? Revenue is too good, yeah. Also, the moment he struck mine and 13 other channels made me pretty committed to covering his ass. Yeah, I would do the same thing. I would do the same thing. I'm actually curious about what's going on with him. I might talk about that in a little bit. Okay, this is also something that I've heard or been looking at. I've been wondering why like all of her content has vanished off the internet. Like why it's just gone all of a sudden. Like her all of her channels, Twitch, YouTube, pretty much every social media profile has content that has been completely erased. Everything's scrubbed. User profiles just went back to default. It makes no sense. So either she did something that essentially meant she had to run because she did something that wasn't exactly good, probably illegal, and she had to run, or she just decided to stop being a creator, which is also a possibility. Let me go ahead and read that. One of the biggest independent VTubers feeling shocked fans after suddenly wiping her content and going completely silent online for months. Across platforms like YouTube, Twitch, and X, videos disappeared, profiles changed, and her presence has almost entirely erased, leaving her community confused and concerned. And from what I heard, she left an ARG for people to solve, but nobody really bothered to look at it or solve it. Nobody really cared. So, um, I, especially when it comes to a content creator, I don't care enough to do anything like that. I really don't. And even if somebody does solve it, like I don't like, especially at this point, considering it's been so long, I don't think anyone cares enough to solve it. I don't think anyone cares. And even if it does get solved, it's probably going to be something so mundane and boring as shit that I don't think anyone's going to really care. And she's been gone so long, I'm thinking she's probably just not going to come back. And if she does come back and she doesn't give an explanation, it's people are going to think she did something really screwed up. With millions of followers and a massive influence in the VTuber scene, this kind of full reset didn't feel like a normal break. Some fans believe it could have been part of a larger project or ARG, which, by the way, no one's really looking to solve, while others think she's preparing for a major comeback or she's running because she did something illegal, which... Why would you delete all of your content off YouTube, off X, off Twitch? Content that can generate revenue still. Unless you did something really screwed up. Unless you messed up real bad. It's like the Review Tech USA situation. Like, why would you delete your channel? A channel that can still generate revenue off of older videos. Why would you do that? So why would she delete all of her content? I'm sorry, but something doesn't add up here. It makes no sense. No one's solving the ARG, and on top of that, it feels like she has just done something illegal, done something really, really shitty, and she's running. For now, no clear answers, just theories, speculation, and the community waiting for her return. I don't think she is going to return because it just seems way too likely she did something that was worth running away from. No offense, but who is she? Unfortunately, Philion is gone. Rip Frank. Who's Frank? We lost our little Filipino tomboy sister. Jesus Christ. I think she might be rebranding or even retiring the Philion persona and adopting a new one. Okay, I'm sorry. This is why I don't get VTubers. This is why I don't get them. I really don't get them. Dude. And on top of that, there's just so much parasocial dog shit that goes on with VTubing. Why would you want to become a VTuber? Ugh. It's just weird to me. I wouldn't say it's a graduation because that would involve her being part of a corporation. I think the tipping point being she didn't own the rights to her model that her persona was built on entirely. Or it could be that it's possible that somebody decided to come after her legally, and she had to surrender the model and the persona and pretty much everything that was behind it. So she had to just remove all of it, which could also be why a lot of her content's gone. And she's just not saying anything, because legally if she does, she could get in trouble for it. So my best bet is we are going to get a reincarnation where she owns the rights to her character and branding, which could be the case. Which again could explain why everything was just changed. All her vids are down, but her names are still up. If she went fully off, she would shut and go offline. But again, this could also explain why all of her content's gone, and why she would just delete everything. So it's like, and I'm thinking, yeah, it is something legal, something in relation to legality, but it whoever is the current owner of that model probably came after her and decided to commit legal a legal bombardment on her and attempt to sue her for using the model. She also filed trademarks on VTuber Awards and VSoccer. Last update was 427. Timeline seems to point towards this. Okay, what's going on? Well, I can't fucking see it. Can I zoom in? Non-final office action has been sent, issued to the applicant. Okay, wait, what? She also filed trademarks on VTuber Awards and VSoccer. VTuber Awards, that seems kind of dangerous. The uninformed, she wasn't real. The community, she was real. And okay, well, some tells me that she's gone for a legitimate, legal reason. based on what I thought and what this guy's thinking. Is removed all her content a bit exaggeration? Her vids are still available. Yeah, they're available through clip channels. I never watched it beyond. Okay, well, yeah, there's nothing but comments and mentions here that don't really go too much deeper. I'm actually curious though. Let's go to explore. Affiliate. Fillion's YouTube channel has been wiped. Twitch channel bio schedule highlights VODs gone. Fillion's Twitter PFP header and tweets are gone. Fillion's Discord profile does not have a status or PFP anymore. TikTok PFP and bio gone. Instagram PFP bio are gone. This mysterious online wipe just took another turn after Neurosama posted about it. After Fillion appeared to private her YouTube content, wipe her Twitter timeline, and change her name to Fillion is lost. Nero added fuel to the fire with viral posts. Fillion is lost, not just missing, truly lost. The post was already pulled. Okay, I'm sorry, but if you are like if she's like in legal trouble, right, and she's like trying to like do this hyper emotional crap on the internet, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but no. The post has already pulled massive attention. Yeah, and again, like I'm sorry, but nobody's solving her ARG. I don't think anyone really cares about it. I repeat, Philly's channel has been wiped clean out of nowhere. And I'm still going to say it's due to something legal. You don't wipe something unless something legal came about that made you do it. You don't just do it out of nowhere. It's for a legal reason. HoloLive. Well, okay, I don't care. Phillion has scheduled her return stream to that 420 after a 4-month absence. Coincidence? Last I checked, she wasn't live at all. Thank you for everything. Pick it up, pick it. Okay, I don't care. What's going on with Phillion? Why is her channel wiped clean right now? Probably because of a legal dispute. Like, that's the only explanation I can come up with. It's a legal dispute. Probably whoever made her model, either she didn't pay them or she stole the model and they're suing her for its usage. It could be anything, but my best guess it's totally a legal situation, which is why like PFPs and all that stuff are being wiped. Some of y'all knuckleheads aren't doing any research, but I guess the professionals should be doing the job and find out what really happened with Phillion. Maybe you people need to sit down and stop being retarded for once. Phillion made not safe for work stuff. Yeah, again, like you don't necessarily have to like be a NSFW creator on Fansly. So apparently Phillion, okay. A rebranding is expected, but seeing her channel wiped is just really sad. The final moments of the Filipino boy.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Chat! Snackers! Vettel rated me? Yo, what up, Raiders? Yo, guys! Keep it 100, guys! Oh, frick. I'm out of time, guys. I'm glad we finished it in 4 days, cause it's not looking good. Yeah. Okay, guys, give me 1 sec. Oh. You'll be able to see the world. My world. I didn't think you'd ever see me like this.
I'm just gonna be honest with you, this is cringe. I'm being 100%. It's just cringe. But I genuinely think it's a genuine legal reason why she's probably not online anymore. Okay, what? Abigail Shapiro. What is even going on? What is going on? Why? Why? What is going on? Scientology trip has made its way to Canada. Oh no, they're raiding the Scientology place here too. The raids are happening. The midgets are invading. They're all running in there and they're going to raid the place. They're going to steal all the ancient alien rocks that they have hidden in the office somewhere. He didn't know that this scene would change his entire life. I'm confused. What happened here?
I'm here. What is your reason, sir? What is your reason? Step out now. All right. Oh, no, don't. Get on the ground.
I don't like it when they upload these clips and they don't have like any context to it whatsoever. I just hate it so much. Told him multiple times to exit and he didn't listen. Yep, exactly. You can literally hear them telling him exit the vehicle over and over, and he just keeps asking, "What's your reason?" Like that's gonna help, bro. Really, choose violence today. Yeah, but what is the reason though? What is the reason? It's need more content, but actually appears violent for nothing. In France, we had Nahal murder. Okay, yeah, sure. There's there is no context. There is no context whatsoever. There is no context. Yeah, there are moments where, yes, police officers have done some really screwed up things. Like that one guy who got pulled over who did nothing wrong whatsoever. He got, suplexed onto the ground. The whole qualified immunity thing is also stupid, too, because if you're somebody who's carrying a gun around with this level of authority, you shouldn't have qualified immunity whatsoever. You shouldn't. I'm sorry. If anyone watches the Lackluster channel, you know what I'm talking about. And then the audit. I believe that's what they're called. I don't know who that is. She's absolutely insane.
I like scented candles. That's as gay as I get.
That's pretty gay.
Yeah, it's up there.
Gay.
I know.
So,
yeah.
I don't know.
But poopy AIDS hole. No.
You could just wrap it up,
If I have to treat my sexual partner's junk like raw chicken, I'm just not going to treat it. Okay.
Okay. What about a little dick sock?
No. Again, married.
Yeah, but for.
Yeah, I have no idea why this is even happening. This is obviously just rage bait on purpose.
Oh, you got 7 kids. It's like shit happens.
There's one place in this whole universe these nuts can bust. Okay, it's in my wife, not on my wife, not next to my wife, not in a dude's hand. It's in my wife.
Well, I can tell because you had 7 kids, but What if you brought a man into the bedroom? If you have a wife, what are you doing on Omegle?
I'm waiting on a boat. It's never on time anymore because we let women and faggots run stuff. I like to come here and talk shit to tiny brown people from all over the world. I didn't know the world was brown and 5'9". No one told me.
How tall are you?
I find it very interesting.
Yeah, both of these people are nutcases. They're both nuts. What's this? Okay. What is this? One wife after being all day with the husband came home from work saying, I will. Okay, this is obviously a puppet. Nope. Why is this being uploaded up here? Why is it being uploaded? Why? Why is it being uploaded? For real, like, why are you uploading this stuff up here? Why is any of this on here? I don't care. Jesus Christ, dude. YouTube has introduced a new side-by-side ad format for live streams. The main video player shrinks to make room for ads displayed alongside it on both desktop and mobile. While the ad plays, the live stream video audio is muted so viewers hear the commercial instead of the stream. Many users report that disrupts immersion during gaming, sports, and chat-heavy broadcasts. Viewers are also noticing more sponsored content appearing in the subscriptions feed. This is being widely viewed as a push towards YouTube Premium, which recently rose to $15.99 per month for individual subscribers. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of junk going on with YouTube too. With face filler, she is now suing him. I don't trust half of these frickin' videos that come out. I don't. There's no context, and even that, yes, okay, is that actual face filler? Yeah, probably. Oh, brother. Okay. Yeah, my whole stream is a mess. But anyway, okay, I was going to shock by Mark Pye, but this is so tiring. I'm sorry, it's just tiring. That could have been bad if that was... Oh, okay. Fitness class in China, that sounds like a rave party. I'm confused. Okay.
Let's go!
No, that was Russia. That wasn't China. That was Russia that had banned gyms, apparently, for some reason. 5 years together and it ended like this. Is catching the truth worse than the betrayal itself, or is it better to finally know? I'm confused.
Don't trust me. You don't trust. And this video is for my memory. For my memory.
I don't care what it's for.
Oh.
You can forget about me after this.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Fine.
You can forget about me too. Cool.
Okay. Give me my phone.
So you're gonna open this phone. You're gonna give me the password. We're gonna find out who it is. We're gonna find out who it is.
Open.
We're gonna find out who it is. Yeah. For me just finding out, and you can forget about me afterwards, like I said. Come on, open it. We came back up so you can put it. Open it. Open it.
Open it.
Open it. Yeah, put it.
No, we'll talk about who
Nope.
we were texting when I was at the DMV. We'll talk about that girl.
Look where?
What do you mean on Instagram?
You can open my fucking Instagram DMs. Like, I have a fucking problem with that. Okay, cool. Hey,
like
you don't
that.
trust me? I'm not gonna do shit. You got my word. I'm crazy. Okay, buddy. Yeah, I'm crazy.
Thing is that some people are demanding his. Okay, whatever. Yeah, everybody's saying she's ugly. I don't get it. I really don't get it. You know, it's funny. Iron Lung like wiped it out. Iron Lung totally wiped it out. It did. It did. Iron Lung wiped that movie out. Oh God. Echoes of the Living. Yeah. Okay. Alright, well, I'm thinking I'm probably going to end it. One thing I have to figure out is how to get the hotkey set up to actually start and stop it. But yeah. Ooh, got some stuff I gotta do.